Summer has gone, winter is here, and the song that I meant to sing remains unsung. For I have spent my days stringing and unstringing my instrument. Students, if you also are in the same condition that you are stringing and unstringing your instrument, your summer has gone and your winter is here, then you have to be conscious right now, and you have to start thinking about your spoken right now. And if you fed up with your English, always getting stuck with your English and can't communicate easily, then this video is for you. If you are not be able to converse with someone, then you are the right place to develop your fluency. Fluency has a few steps. Students, fluency have a few steps. You need to stock of words to communicate. It means you need much knowledge for your speaking. If you think that you want to be fluent as soon as possible, then you have to think about your listening, because I told you in that my previous video that listening is the key. And don't give up your dream. Don't give up. You have to fulfill your dream of speaking fluently and accurately in English. So keep dreaming, guys, keep dreaming. Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? And what do you want to see? You only do that one in English. Whatever you are doing, okay, you convert your life in English life. You got to keep dreaming about your spoken, dreaming about your fluent spoken, and don't lose your dream for anything, for anyone, for your family, for you. Okay, so keep dreaming, keep practicing your fluency by listening so much as you can. Okay, however, make English your part of your life. Make English a part of your life, your daily routine. You need lots of listening. When it comes to learning English, you need some input. And how can you get the input? How can your brain get the input? Obviously by listening so much. So get as much as listening as possible. After a few months, you will be comfortable with English. After a few months, you will be able to speak without thinking, without transforming from your mother tongue to English. It looks awkward if you are taking time for converting. If you think about the tense, if you think about the structure, it's terrible. So if you are listening so much, it will just happen naturally. Trust me, it will just happen naturally. How it will happen then? By by listening so much. And when we listen, we store lots of input. We store sentences in our brain. And students, normally we have two parts. I think, means for me, I thought that, still I'm thinking that there are two parts of our brain. One is conscious part and another is unconscious part. We know so many words, maximum words. Sometimes we think that I have a huge stock of word, but it is not it is not for using. Maximum words, which one we don't speak, we don't use in our speaking, in our conversation. Maximum word always keep inside our unconscious brain. And day by day, when we don't practice English speaking, that words gradually vanish from our brain. So that words, first time when we use a few words, that words, whatever we have listened or we know the words, that one our brain stored in its unconscious part. And day by day, when we don't use that words, that words gradually become vanish from that unconscious brain. And what about the conscious brain? Conscious brain, which words we are usually use, not frequently, actually daily we are using the words, that words our brain keep in our conscious part of our brain. Why? Because we are always conscious about the words. We can use the words without thinking comfortably. Why we can use? Why these words our brain keep in that conscious department? Because we are using the words, and our brain also conscious about the words. But that those words, which one we don't use daily, that words our brain keep in our unconscious part of our brain. And after a few days, without using, that words become vanished from that unconscious part of our brain. So what happens? Our brain store all these things, whatever we listen. Sometimes in our brain, when we speak, we use those sentences without thinking, and our brain unconsciously start storing that words. And this will happen unconsciously. Why? Because our brain our brain really does not look the whole sentence. Whenever we listen something, our brain does not look the whole sentence, but rather a part of the sentence. And it takes lots of chunks of sentences that we have learnt at the past. When the time comes to use this sentence, it means our brain will just can make so many sentences with that same sentence. Okay, after listening those sentences, our brain only takes some chunks of sentence, and our brain can create so many sentences from that few sentences. Okay, so what I mean, that In this way, we actually learn the grammar naturally. You will reach the stage when you will feel only the sentence is right or it is wrong. Not that, oh, what did I learn yesterday? Present perfect tense. I have finished. I have finished. Then you have to think, oh my god, what is the structure of present perfect tense? Not like that. Then you take so much time. You forget you lost your fluency. Then you can't start talking with someone. You take some time. It is so much weird that you are thinking about the grammar structure. I'm not telling about that. When you listen so much and consistently means you listening and you are listening and listening and listening and you are increasing your time of listening, you will not do that. Means you will not think about the grammatical mistakes or grammatical structures. You will feel it's wrong. Only the feelings come. Means it's wrong, it seems wrong. When you hear the sentence, it seems wrong. No, it's right. You don't feel about the grammatical mistakes or no, it's grammatically the sentence is wrong. You don't think about that. When we are talking about imitating, we can understand when we imitate it. When we imitate, it will help you to learn and use sentences naturally. So I am telling you, imitation also are part of our spoken. Why? You have to start imitating, copying others. Okay, if you imitate others, then your brain also start storing the sentences by imitating. And when your brain starts storing the sentence, when the time come you have to use the sentence, our brain naturally means from our brain the words naturally pops out by your mouth without thinking about the grammatical structure. So you have to imitate others. You have to imitate the native speakers. Sometimes you can imitate any English speakers. So knowing and using the words are different. What I mean, that sometimes we think I know the words but I can't use the words. Means I am not using the words, I was not using the words, and I will not use the words. It means I know the words, but whenever I start talking, I forget the words to use. I thought that no, these words, I have some stock of words in my journal, so I will use today's these words, but I forget whenever I start conversing with someone. So that is another thing. So I know the words and I use the words is totally different. When you use the word repeatedly, that words are familiar to you, that you can comfortably, naturally, without thinking, you can use the words, and your spoken enhancing will enhance day by day. Okay, so we need imitating repeatedly. Without repeating, you can't use the words. Okay, so if you repeat the words, if you start repeating, listening videos repeatedly, then our brain store all the sentence without grammatical thinking. Okay, so if you want to reach the level where you can use sentences without thinking, you have to continuing your journey of listening. Okay, you don't think that I will go to I will go to America, suppose, and I will stay there for 1 month, and I will practice there English, and I will return here and I can speak fluently. Not like that. You have to continue your listening, reading, speaking, and writing skill continuously. And learning English is a journey. It's not that okay, after 1 year I can finish my learning, now I am totally fluent enough, I don't have to practice. Whenever I need, I can speak fluently. Not like that. It's a journey. There is no destination. You can listen daily, you can learn daily, and if you don't want to if you want to enhance your English, your speaking power, then you have to continue your listening journey without thinking. Okay, so that is my suggestion for today for your speaking English. And so listening is a journey, and it has no destination. You have to continue your listening journey and you will be fluent soon. That's all for today, and thank you for watching my videos. I'm happy to see that you are watching and enjoying my videos. That's all for today. Good night. We'll meet you soon with another interesting and attractive one. Thank you.